This is Magnus, one of the most famous climbers and respected athletes in YouTube. In his recent video, he tried a new challenge where he became vegan for 30 days and everything went down. So his result was a bit extreme. He lost 2.3 kilogram weight in 1 month. He lost 2 centimeter on the right arm and 2 centimeter in the left arm, 7 centimeter in chest and 3 centimeter in the waist. He concluded that he lost all his gain from the creatine that he was using and he's now back in square one. So lots of people in social media and in internet send a lot of comments and reply to his video, try to criticize the way that he did this challenge and also the result he got from this challenge. So in this video, we are going to talk about what went wrong in this challenge that Magnus got this result. I really love Magnus and I watch all his videos. But this recent video, viewer found a lot of mistakes or a lot of concern about vegan diet in his video that we will talk about most of them one by one in this video. Also, here's something I want you to think about throughout the video. If Magnus had planned this differently, would the result have been different? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. So let's really fast talk about what Magnus did in his video. He had this goal to challenge himself to do 30 days vegan diet, and he promoted a gym machine that he had it at home through a sponsorship, which there is nothing wrong with it. Some people complained in the comments that he was trying to advertise this machine a lot throughout the video, but that's a part of his video, so this is not something we need to talk about. And his process was eating vegan, do weight training with that machine, and also climbing throughout the week. And we have heard the result as well. The result wasn't really good. So what went wrong? The mistake one that I saw in this video, and a lot of people mentioned in the comment section as well, was about not tracking the calories. He said that he lost 2.3 kilogram of body weight, which is a lot. We don't know it was fat or muscle because he didn't measure it properly. But when you lose 2.3 kilogram of body weight, you have to see what you have done and what you ate in that 30 days. You cannot say that, okay, I will try to eat as before. That's not a really proper way to measure it. Because imagine you used to eat a whole plate of rice and now you change that with a whole plate of salad. So the calorie is completely different. The rice has way more calorie compared to that salad, but your portion is going to be the same. So not tracking the calorie is the biggest mistake you can have when you change your diet or you want to try a new diet. The second mistake he had was he had really low protein diet. He didn't show a lot of what he eats throughout the day, but as he mentioned and the food that he was taking that we saw in the video, he didn't have enough protein throughout the day. If you don't track your calorie, you have to make sure that you at least take enough protein, because when you are active, you don't want to lose that muscle mass. So you need to make sure that you take enough protein. And it's a debate that is difficult to get enough protein with the vegan diet. And I think it's not that difficult. I have a lot of friends who are vegan and they take a lot of protein, good proteins, and they don't have any problem. So you might have less choices, but still you can get enough protein throughout the day, which is really, really important. The third mistake that I saw and everyone mentioned in the comment is that he didn't have any guidance or any coach throughout this process. Vegan diet is quite difficult or challenging for a person who have never done this challenge before or this diet before. And you have to make sure you have a good nutritionist or you have someone who is vegan who can help you to choose the food that you want to eat and to make sure you're eating enough throughout the day. Because as a person who eats meats, if I want to be vegan, it's really difficult to undercount the things that I'm eating, and I believe that I take enough protein or enough calorie throughout the day. So having a nutritionist or a coach that can help you throughout the process would be amazing, but he didn't have anyone, and that was one of the reasons that he was getting a bit demotivated throughout this process. The next mistake was that 30 days might not be enough time to see if a diet works or not. Honestly speaking, I don't blame him because doing 30 days challenge is quite hard, especially if you want to do it for YouTube. It's really challenging. I have done it before, and you have to change your whole lifestyle for it. So I'm not gonna blame him for just having that 30 days. But if you want to try a diet, I highly recommend to try it for at least 2-3 months to see some changes, and then you can say if the diet is good or bad. And the last mistake I found, he didn't have any clear plan or metrics to measure after that 30 days. If I was in his position, I would have done a DEXA exam, which is really accurate and shows your muscle mass, your fat. And then after that, I was using some metrics, for example, for pull-ups, push-ups, chest press, to see how strong or weak you're getting after that 30 days. And one thing that he mentioned at the end of the video was that he used to take creatine and he gained a lot of muscle with creatine, and then he started this challenge. I don't know how long he waited after taking creatine and then he started this challenge, but when you take creatine, you're gonna build some muscle and volume, and you will have more water in your body. And if you change your diet and stop taking creatine, definitely you're going to lose a lot of weight, a lot of water, and maybe some muscle. So it's not a really good idea to stop taking creatine and immediately start with a new diet to see if that diet works or not. So now let's talk about how we can change it to make it a better challenge. I might do the same challenge in the future, but there are a few steps that we can do to make it better and more solid challenge. The first step is plan properly. Talk with a nutritionist or coach to make sure you're in the right track. Believe me, when you change your diet, you don't have a lot of information about that new diet, and you don't want to just close your eyes and start something. Step 2 is to make sure that you're tracking your calories and protein intake. You don't want to start a new challenge without taking enough protein or same calories that you used to eat. You gotta make sure you eat same supplements, you eat same calories, and also same protein intake to see after that 30 days, do you have any changes in your body? Are you stronger or are you weaker? Step 3, try to come up with the clear metrics. If I was in that position, my metrics would be my weight, my fat percentage, my muscle mass, and my strength, and also my mood. These 5 are really important for me, so I was measuring these 5 accurately. Step 4 is that having enough time to try that. 30 days is enough, but for YouTube challenge, but not for yourself. If you want to try by yourself, just try to focus on 60 days or 90 days to see some changes. But for YouTube challenge, 30 days is enough to see how you feel and if the other people needs to do this challenge or not. And step 5 is that to acknowledge the limitation of the things that you do. If you cannot track your calorie, if you cannot track your protein, just try to mention that so other people cannot think and believe that the diet that you do, it works or not. Because as a viewer, if I don't have that knowledge that this diet works or not, I would assume that, oh, if I become vegan, I'm gonna lose a lot of weight and muscle, so because of that I won't do that. But it's not the case. We have a lot of good athletes and champions with vegan diet, so it's obvious it's possible, but the way that you're doing it is different. So please let me know in the comments, if Magnus was doing this challenge correctly, would the result have been different? So Magnus is the great YouTuber and great athlete, but this shows that how important it is that we make our challenges correctly. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next time.